A lot of times clients want to know, can I still be arrested if I have a medical marijuana card in Florida for using marijuana? And the answer is yes, you still can be, but it's only under a certain circumstance or circumstances. When you have your medical marijuana card, that is intent for medical use. So if you're at home and you're using marijuana, you shouldn't be arrested as long as the marijuana that you've bought is from a legal dispensary. If you are, approached at a party and you're smoking marijuana, you're not in your own home or in a public place, for instance, a concert, yes, you still could be arrested for use of medical marijuana because you're outside the scope of what is required by the medical marijuana statute. So it is possible. Is it likely? Maybe something at a concert or a party, yes. But for most intents purposes, it's probably not likely. Now, the other time that you could be arrested for it is if you don't have, for instance, if you are traveling somewhere with it, even within the state of Florida, and it's not in its proper packaging. If it's, if you've decided to take your marijuana out of the packaging that it came in and placed it in your own, for instance, a baggie, something that makes it look like illegal marijuana, then yes, there's a potential that you could be arrested for it. Now, some people want to know, well, what if you're on probation? Can you be violated for using marijuana? And traditionally, the answer is no, you can, as long as you have a valid prescription and you've provided that prescription. However, I'm going to go back and say, just like at the beginning of this vlog, that if you violate and cause a new crime by being in possession of marijuana where you're not supposed to be, that could violate your probation. Now, this only applies to Florida, and it only applies to Florida at this time. In the near future, if Florida changes their medical marijuana laws to allow recreational marijuana, this will be null and void. But it's something to keep in mind. Right now, marijuana is still illegal federally. So none of that applies, for instance, if you were on federal grounds, federal courthouse, the VA, anything like that, federal law enforcement could potentially arrest you in Florida for possession of marijuana. No, it's a little bit confusing, but the reality is if you have a valid medical marijuana card and you just follow the rules, you shouldn't be arrested. Now, if you want to know more about criminal law, then go ahead and download my book, My Loved One's Been Arrested, What's Next? It gives you an overview of the criminal justice system and it might answer some other questions that you have.